Hello friends, welcome to the channel of Digital Tutorial. Today we will solve a system verilog interview question which is often been asked. Now the question is like this. Implement randc function in system verilog without using the randc keyword. In order to randomize a variable, we use randc keyword and rand keyword. Now we have to implement the randc functionality without using the randc keyword before the variable. Now variable declared at randc are random cyclic variable. That means values to the variable cycle through all the possible values within their range before repeating any particular value. Okay. Now I will explain you with an example. For example, I have a class packet. Inside the packet, I have a property randc bit 2 down to 0 data. Then end class. Now in module top, inside the initial begin end, I am creating an object of the packet pkt. Now in for loop for I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. So inside the begin end, packet is randomized, pkt.randomize, and then I am displaying for every I value, that is I will loop from 0 to 9. What is the value of pkt data? Okay. And then end module. So because of randc, all the values in the range 0 to 3 tick h7. How it is 3 tick h7? It is 2 down to 0. Okay, the data is exhausted before a value is repeated. That means all the values in 2 down to 0 for the variable data would be taken before we move to the second iteration, okay, of 8 values. Now let's implement randc functionality without randc keyword. Now we will add a queue, and for each iteration or permutation, each iteration means 2 down to 0 for data we saw. So 2 down to 0 means 2 raised to 3, 8. So 8 possible values it could take 0 to 7. Now this is one iteration. 0 to 7 all full values have been taken. Now second iteration again 0 to 7. Okay. For each iteration or permutation, all values are pushed onto the queue. So all the values will be pushed into the queue. And newly generated value should be different from all the values already stored in a queue. So every time I am generating a value of the data, I will make sure before putting into the queue that the value does not match with already existing values in the queue. When the queue size reaches the maximum number of values defined in each permutation, means for 2 down to 0 data, how many possible values are there for each permutation? It is 8, 0 to 7. So when the queue size it reaches the 8, okay, when the queue size reaches the maximum number of values defined in each permutation, we clear the queue and we start a new permutation. We will show with the help of example. Now I have a module top. Inside that I have a class C. Now I am declaring a queue. What is the width of the queue? 1 down to 0. And $sign is used as it is queue. Then rand bit 1 down to 0 y. So y would take possible values from 0 to 3, 4 values. Now constraint for y is such that constraint y underscore c, that y should not be equal to inside q, means not of y inside q, means already existing values of q should not be same as y, or y should not be same with the values already existing in q. Function void post randomize q dot push front y, means inside the queue I am using the method push front. I am pushing the value of y into the queue. And if the size equals all the combination, clear the queue. Now q dot size, if it is equal to 4, then q dot delete. End function, end class. So post randomize function will be called immediately when we call the randomize method. So after randomize, post randomize, it is a callback method which will be immediately called. So C is the class name and C underscore H is the object name. Inside the initial begin end, I am creating the C underscore H equal to new. Now repeat 20 means I am running the loop for 20 times. Okay, running means I am generating the value of 20 times. Okay, so repeat 20 begin C underscore H dot randomize. I am randomizing the object C underscore H. Okay, and dollar display y is equal to %b C underscore H dot y. So y is a property of the class C. So I am generating the value of y now. This particular program will make sure the value of y is generated in such a way that after every permutation, means 0 to 3 values are repeated. Okay, then only again next set of 0 to 3 values comes into place. So hope I am able to clear the problem. Thank you.